All right, so it's come to this. I pulled all the plug wires off the coils and just marked them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know that's not the numbers there, but I just marked them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just so it doesn't start. I've been charging the battery. Hopefully it'll turn over. I want to crank it over a little bit without starting it just to get some oil pressure built up on those new bearings since it's been open and all the oil's been drained out for a couple of days. I don't know if I got the key in here. I do. So we'll know right away. Watch for the lightning show out of the coil packs, and hopefully, prayerfully, we don't hear a bunch of knocking and banging when I'm turning it over. Or if we do, that's okay too. I'm done working on this thing. Here we go. 1, 2, yeah. All right, she's turning over okay. Let's get some oil pressure. It doesn't sound horrible. All right, let's throw them spark plugs back on and have the moment of truth right here and now. Number 5. Oh, that is not number 5. That is number 2. I almost did that backwards. 6. All right. All right, moment of truth, y'all. Let's fire this thing up. Well, that sounds a whole lot different than it used to do. That thing's spinning around, and so's that. That's good. Alrighty then. We might be in for something here. I'm gonna let her run for a little while and get underneath there and see how much oil comes squirting out. Maybe not much, it might be okay. Got a little mist to it, but this thing's been sitting for a year, so that might be part of it. Let it kind of just work and drink in all that air and fuel. And I'm gonna open up my door so I don't drink in all the exhaust. Doing a little surging, just a little. It's been sitting for a long time. It doesn't sound like there's a monkey trying to beat his way out of the hood. It's single digits out here, and I just finished up ruining the Monte Carlo. Well, not repairing the Monte Carlo. It is out there idling. Let's go check it out. It sounds rough. Maybe it just died? Oh, there it is. So she's running, but you can hear it. I don't know what it is. I haven't gotten into it just yet. Well, I know what it is. I'm wishful thinking saying I don't know what it is. But we're pretty sure that, let's give her a little throttle. It's been idling for quite a while. Oh, yeah. Listen how it quieted down. All right, let's listen. We all know what that is. So that's the end of that. This car has been a thorn in my side long enough. We're just gonna let it sit here and die. I got plans for this thing. Anyways, I had to play musical cars to get my usual customer back in. The old RAV4. It's been brutal cold out, and I know I got all these heaters going and stuff. Let me get mic'd up. By the way, this little microphone from Temu, or no, from the one that got canceled. Yeah, the clock. I think it works pretty good because it kind of cancels the noise of that. It just sounds like a monster. Sounds like I got a demon in a cage trying to get out. That's a little better. I can't wait to throw that Monte Carlo away. I hate that thing. Got a couple items we're going to take care of on this thing because it's been so brutally cold out. I don't know. We're going to see and hear it all. Maybe. Oh, yeah, that's much better. 2006 rav4. We have a cabin filter for it. This is important. This is like highly underrated. People don't give these enough credit. If you're not getting enough air blowing out of your vents, but you can hear the motor running, this is the culprit. In this case, she had a problem with the motor not wanting to run right. And it's not that tough a job. Well, it's not supposed to be, but I know that I can turn anything into a tough job if I want to. So, there we go. Blower motor. Up here. So we're going to take this off, and it's just a matter of hitting these bolts. Pulling the bolts off, unplugging this thingy, and putting a new one in. Let's get the new one and take a look at it and see what we're dealing with. I let the guys at Rock Auto know that I needed a blower motor for this thing, and they hooked me up. They sent it out right away as soon as I paid for it and gave them my credit card number. Oh, I wonder if I got a magnet. I bet I did. Get off of there. Get my new magnet. Hope it's not another one like I've already had. Cool. It's a good day. Look at the magnet I got. Look at that. Rock Auto coming through. That's the best magnet I've gotten from them so far. That is tough. Split bumper Z. Blower motor. 04. Oh, yeah, I got so many cars here. I hope that landed in a bucket of oil. Blower motor 06 Toyota RAV4 Sport with 74 million miles on it. This thing's been duct taped and zip tied and tie wired together she's still kicking. Rock Auto sent me an email. They said they'd give me a bunch of money if I never mentioned them again on my channel. Where's my plug? There's the plug. There's the motor. There's the squirrel cage. And it looks like everything's here. That's all I need. Three bolts to pull out of there. I'm doing a horrible job here, but there's 3 bolts to pull out. 1, 2, 3. And put this one back in and plug it in, and we should be rocking. 3 8mm screws, and if you don't have the 8mm, they are set up so you can use a slotted or a Torx, some kind of weird screw, but a screwdriver will work. I'm sure you can jam something in there and make it happen. 8mm, it seems to fit. It's a little bit loose, but who knows. Where's the other ones? There's one. And I should be just using my drill on this, but the garage is a disaster from the nightmare that was the Monte Carlo. There's 2. Alright, that one's out. That should be all we need. There we go. She's loose. She's loose and she's coming down. I failed to mention, there's a cover that goes on here that hides all this. It kind of sits up in here, you know, a little kick plate cover. I took that out because when this first went wrong and the blower motor wasn't working, she wasn't getting heat, it was really cold. And usually what you can do when the blower motor starts going bad, not after a while, it only works for a few times, so you can go and smack that thing a couple times and it'll start working again for a little bit. But it's time to change it. It's old and got a lot of miles on it. And what I did find was once you take those bolts out, or take those 3 bolts out, this will come out. It seems like it won't because that wire's kind of hanging up. Back here is a little clip. You can just kind of give this a pull. Comes off. You don't really need to do that because it'll hang up in here. You get this to come down. Blower motor comes out and you can kind of give her a little spin. Be careful you don't break wires. But once you pull that clip, you can get them wires out of the way. Just kind of roll the motor over. Roll it over and get it out of the way. And once you get it dropped down, you get those wires out of the way, you can spin this around. And there's your wire connection right there. You got to push that in and then give her a pull. One-handed is tricky, but it should come right out. There we go. And that motor's out. So we're done with that. We got a new one over here that we're going to put in. Same thing, just opposite. Reverse the procedure. Alright, so that booger's in. Wires are back up, connected here and hooked up here, and our 8mm bolts, 3 of them, put back in, and they're solid. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll try that right now. Put the key on and see if the fan comes on. Oh, listen to that. It's already blowing. Blowing heat. I don't have, let's see. Oh, man, we're like turbo. Nice. Now that the blower motor's in, and in retrospect, I should have changed the cabin filter first. Because when I changed the filter now, oh, what's going on here? Wow, that's kind of special. Oh, I should blur that out. The cabin filter, when I change it, has the potential to drop a bunch of stuff down in there on top of the new blower motor. What is going on? Why won't this open? I wonder if she got it locked because she's carrying something in there that I shouldn't see. What's going on? Well, I'll be. Did this never work? I didn't know this was broke. I knew I could turn this into something fun. Let me go. Luck of the draw would have it, this glove box is busted. And it will not open. It hasn't been opened ever since she's on the vehicle. So there's no telling what's in here. I mean, I know I can open it. I just don't know if I don't know if it'll close back up after. Screwdrivers are your best friends until they're not. And there you have it. It's busted. I know this is boring for everybody. There we go. But okay, so over here, this is supposed to have a thing like a, like a jack, a shock kind of thing that would let this come down nice and easy. It's not there. It might be up there. It might be just gone. So then what you need to do, once this is open, you can push this in, push that one in, and there it goes. Now you're open. Well, there's your cabin filter. And there should be a trap door. There we go. That should be there holding that in. This thing is nasty. Wait till we look at this. Wasn't in right, and it's been chewed on, and it's full of stuff and debris and things. So we know that that's not good. And there ain't a whole bunch of garbage up in there. You want to take a look in there if you can. You guys can go in and see it. See, there's the blower motor that I just put in. So there's not a bunch of junk in there. That's good enough. So the cabin filter is behind here. You got a button to push on this side. Pops the trap door off. Well, it's supposed to, but it would not. It was off. There we go. And there's your cabin filter. And it's in as much as it's going to be. I don't, I mean, it looks like it should go the other way, but I don't even know if this is the right one. It's the one that they sent me for the vehicle, so it must be. Either way, it's in there. It's better than that bag of dirt that was in here. That was in here before. So we put that in. Now I gotta figure out how in the what? How could? There we go. And then we get this. This thing has not been in here for 400,000 miles or so. There we go. Locked in, latched, done.